Hello everyone and welcome to the decks of the weekend, my weekly video where I go over the decks that caught my attention the most. Today I'm gonna cover Modern, Pioneer, and Pauper. Today is also the case of a Banlist that may happen in an hour. A lot of people ask me that on stream, so I guess a lot of people might also know my opinion on this YouTube channel, on this YouTube video that you're watching. So I don't think Modern will need any bans. We have a best deck right now, which is Amulet Titan, but there's a Modern Horizons 3 coming out, so I'm sure that so many new cards will shake the format. Very excited for that. You have Pioneer, which I was expecting bans according to how PT Chicago went with Izzet Phoenix win rates, although the metagame balanced out with Magic Online. I think the PT Phoenix win rate, the win rates of Phoenix at the PT were because people wrongfully played Rakdos mid-range, which is now disappeared, and also Blue Eye Control, which went very much down. I think the format of Pioneer is fine, balanced, no need to ban. You then have Legacy, where people are claiming the ban of Orcish Bowmaster, which I believe will actually happen. So I think this is my prediction for what's going to happen, is that they'll ban Orcish Bowmaster in Legacy. And I also predict that they'll ban all the Glitters in Pioneer. Well, the Glitter is very similar to Monastery Swift Spear, a card that is just not a common power level type. It was a downshift, which of course isn't planned. Most Pauper isn't planned. Pauper is just a collection of cards that are a common rarity. So I think that all the Glitters is too strong. Mix the format, either plays enough out or all the Glitters. Kind of in this swing and kind of in this range right now. Maybe it's not very good, but also restricts a lot of what the formats may be. So I think that those two are the cards that can see a ban today. I suspect that nothing, I don't know, maybe other formats, but definitely not standard. But yeah, so okay, so I'll close that parenthesis. I guess that wasn't even the goal of this video, but as this morning a stream, that question came up a lot. I figured I would answer that. Okay, so what do I have in front of me? I've been talking about for 2 minutes and I have this thing in front of me. What is this? So this is the most recent Aspiring Spike deck, and usually I, whenever I play Aspiring Spike deck, I lose. So I'm excited to lose with this deck again because this deck is super sweet. And Aspiring Spike actually went very close to top 8 the Modern Showcase that happened this weekend. And he's playing Rule Crimes. A lot of new cards in this deck. You have Free Strider Lookout, which is very strong. It's a 3/3 reach. Whenever you commit a crime, you may look at the top 5 card and put a land into play tapped. That's very powerful. And Magda, similar thing to Mantutu. When you commit a crime, you get a treasure tapped. You stack 3 treasure, you get a 4/4 with an Ace and Flying Dragon. Now, how do you commit crime? You have 3 ways of doing that with Relic of Progenitus and Mishra's Bubble. You also have Renan 6. So these 3 effects can just sit in play. You play one of these 2 and you commit a crime immediately. You have Bolt as well as Interaction, and you have Dread of Disengar Valakut, and you also have Wish plus Scapeshift. And you of course have the one and only Ring. This past weekend, I went to Pisa to play Modern Monster. I doubled myself with some Yagomot action. I have, as always, if you follow me on social media, posted a lot of pictures about my Yogmoth journey. This was the list I played, although I would say this was me eating now. Although this is the list I played, although there was a lot of games I lost against Zoo and Prowess, where I really wanted to have the Fatal Push main deck, and I think that this deck can become a Yogmoth mid-range. And this morning on stream, I actually streamed with a version with 4 push, a lot less combo, 4 rings, so this video is gonna go up in the next days, and this is something that may be exciting. This is maybe an exciting new way to build Yogg, although of course there's a new set coming out. So, you know, building new decks is but it's still exciting to me, so I was happy to do that. But this is the deck of the week, and this is the deck I'm excited to try tomorrow on stream, and in the next days it will be up on my YouTube channel, of course. Let's continue with Pioneer. We have another super exciting deck. This time is from Sam Party, which is a black-green Insidious Roots deck. So now what is Insidious Roots? This is an enchantment that saw a lot of hype, that hasn't seen actually a lot of plays. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, so either gets exiled, with Deathray Shaman, or gets back into play like Forsaken Miner, like Scrappy Scrounger, You also have the Agatha's Vocabulary to exile, of course. So, or you can reanimate it with Tivar. So whenever something like that happens, you make a plant and you pump all your plant. And your tokens add the mana of any color. Now you have Snarling Gorehound that makes you, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you surveil one, so you can fill your graveyard. You have Stitches Spell to also fill your graveyard. You have Priest of Forgotten Gods to sacrifice some of these tokens, some of this Forsaken Miner, Scrapheap Stranger to make value, and you have Tivar to bring it back to feed your graveyard. This deck is super cool. And it is the classic Semper D deck, and I'm glad to show it to you if you want to play, have some fun at your next RCQ in Pioneer. Speaking of which, I also have to play an RCQ in Pioneer, although as you may have known from my past videos, there's really no tournaments around here that isn't Modern, so I don't think I'll be able to join any RCQ. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, as I always say, competitive Magic, it's about finding people and the formats that play around you, and I guess for me, it's always been Legacy and Modern, and that's why I like those formats more. And of course, the format that is by far the most played in my area is Pauper. So I'm gonna go to Pauper. I have this deck labeled Jund Control, although it's kind of a fake label because this is Black Green Gardens with a tiny red of splash in the sideboard. This is gonna be my deck of the weekend. It's maybe nothing new, but Zio Francone, a very good Italian player, won the challenge with this, and this is Black Green Gardens. Garden is because of Connie Garden, so you're like Mono Black, Splashing Green for just Connie Garden, Avenging Hunter, Weather the Storm, and also this new card that I haven't seen in Pauper yet. Troublemaker, oof, you can sacrifice your West Spring or a token, and you can exile a land. And that's super cool, because you can exile the Year of the Bridge, or you can kill an enchantment as well, exile. This is a black control, if you've never seen it before. I'm actually planning on recording this deck tomorrow for Mango's Workshop against Tommy. Pauper videos on Mango's Workshop do very well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know what the Mango's Workshop is, this is my daily reminder to go check it out and subscribe to it. We got one video a week. Last time it was the rematch Birthing Pod versus Just Cat Control, and we got Pauper, we got pre-modern, we got modern, we got pre-release whenever a new set comes out. So that is a channel I wanna always to support and showcase, and it will be Pauper again. I'm gonna play Jump Control or maybe Black Gardens if you like the name better. But yeah, this is deck that has a lot of value. So your card advantage plans are Reckless Bargain, Fanatic Offering, and Deadly Dispute. And the things you sacrifice are Echo Wellspring, Titan Blade, or the tokens for Colony Garden. You also have card advantage with Avenging Hunter and Thorn of Black Rose, and that's how you win the game. Very slow deck. You need a lot of patience. There's only few sources to splash, but you only need Pyroblast late game, so you don't need to be in that of a rush to counter your opponent's next spell. That is it for my deck of the weekend. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned on this channel. We got a video a day. Yeah, thank you for watching.